Hey guys, good evening. I am your host and you are watching World Views. Today we are going to discuss Pakistan's economic situations and we need to know who owns Pakistan right now because USA and China always invested in Pakistan for their interest. As you know, for countering China, Pakistan for countering India, China is always invested in the Pakistan, in CPEC, in Gawadar port to encircle the India and encircle the India's stature. Same way, America is also using Pakistan to encircle India to counter the India also. So both the big economies, both the big nations of the world are playing their dirty games to handle the India and India's stature. Currently, the economic conditions is quite worsened. Everything is depleting in that part of the world. Their foreign reserve exchange are near about the $5 billion at most, and they are soon going to be depleting. So now they need some kind of urgent foreign investment near about 10 billion. So their army chief is going to visit the Saudi Arabia to get some kind of foreign reserves. So it's an important point of that why all the major powers are always using the Pakistan. There is certain a major ambitions behind that. Number one thing is geo-strategic location because from India you can't reach Middle East until the Pakistan did not give you any kind of path. And China is always worrying about the India stature in Asia, so that it's to counter the India stature, it's always use its money, its weapon to increase Pakistani stature. So that's why still China is against of India's permanent seat veto power in UNSC also. The second most important thing is that America uses because America know that it's only a Muslim country which have the nuclear power. And sometimes ago, if India did not accept its terms, then it was Pakistan. It's based in the Asia. So it's a great game going on for the geostrategy and geopolitics. The most important thing is that there is no electricity, there is no fuel, there is no foreign subsidy, foreign investment, but still the great games are going on in that kind of country because they did not prioritize their own national interest. They always prefer the interest of the some other countries, some big powers, some superpowers. Instead of that, India is always prioritize its interest and always focus on its self interest and the nation interest first. So that's why India sometimes ago leads a non-aligned movement also. India never accept some kind of some kinds of grouping, and Pakistan is always in the America's group. So that's why it faces consequences. So every sovereign nations never form any kind of grouping against anyone because if you form some kind of groups, your position is going to be compromised. You are nullified. So be to run a sovereign policy, you have to sound economic growth, you have the sound political growth, political stability in the country. Then you can able to run the your foreign policy, sovereign foreign policy. And sometimes the you have to a good political class like the S. Jaishankar, which are the foreign minister, which are quite good diplomatic norms and skill they have. But instead of Pakistan, they are not a pure democracy. Army runs behind the curtains. Army runs the country from behind the curtains. And in India, there is a proper democracy, proper elections are going on. So that's why here is a stability. But that country, there is no stability. That is the main factor behind that. So if in your country there is no stability, no economic growth, then everybody going to play a game in your country. So this is the basic thing. So that's why a great game going between the Pakistan, between the USA and China. So you write about this and subscribe the channel. Thank you.